football team and a great team effort, I thought, through the night. Very proud of our offensive line and the runners on the night. I thought they set the tone for the football game, and they really had an attitude about them tonight that I think they wanted to show that they could run the ball too. Big win for us as far as the Pac-12 South goes. Leaves us in control of our own destiny with a great opportunity next week to go to Colorado and try to seal things up. I'm proud of these two men that sit beside me. I thought they were true warriors tonight and very special individuals on the night. Injury-wise, Tyler Petit left with a shoulder injury. Giuliano Falanico left with a quad injury. Connor Murphy left with a hip injury. Toa we pulled late, just have a lower body injury. And then Jody Lewis we pulled for a calf injury. With that, we'll take any questions that you have.
Coach, they seem to make second half adjustments. It seemed like they were a different team than what they were in the first half. What did you see different, and what adjustments did you make in the second half to counter what they were doing?
I thought that they did make a couple adjustments, and the quarterback just was special there. They started doing some misdirection with some reverses, some throwbacks, fake reverses with the quarterback sweep. It was everything but the kitchen sink, and defensively held up there at the end when we needed it the most, and got a huge turnover there, and then the offense really put the game away with the final two drives. But credit them. Coach Rodriguez is a really good coach too. He made adjustments. Clancy came out with a great plan, and that's a sign of two good coaches fighting chess match going back and forth.
How do you feel you did against their quarterback, who we didn't know much about just a few weeks ago, and suddenly he's a national star?
Yeah, he's a very special player. I hugged his neck afterward and said he honored his family and this city. You know, we've watched him grow up. He's going to be a true talent in this league, and played beyond honorably tonight. Special kid.
John, you talk about playing against your old teammate. Did he do anything that surprised you?
I mean, it was fun. He's an athletic guy. I always knew that during high school, so it was fun going against him. Just playing against a quarterback that always on my team.
Coach, question for you and Jones. Talk about your offensive line and what they did tonight.
I thought they did, and like I said, I thought they came with an attitude to establish and to hold on to the line of scrimmage. You didn't see a lot of kids in the backfield. I thought they were opening holes for the runners. And then I credit both Ronald, but the hidden gem also was said. I mean, you look at two runners, one runs for 195 and Rojo, and the other one, 194 with Rojo and 122 was said. So I thought both runners got to the second level, broke arm tackles, and finished runs. It was a very aggressive run plan. I thought T did a good job really leaning on it tonight, and credit to the kids. Kids and players win ball games, and they won it tonight.
Coach, you talk about you've had now two big Pac-12 South wins after the Notre Dame game. You talk about your team rebounding and taking care of business.
Yeah, there's never a question mark about these kids and how resilient they are and how prideful they are and how much they want to compete. They care for each other. They care about being Pac-12 champions, and it was evident when we prepared for Arizona State. It was evident when we prepared for Arizona. I've said this before, I'm surrounded by great men, both players and coaches, and very fortunate to be around them. They come to the park each and every week and compete at the highest level.
Ronald,
what did they flag you for on the unsportsmanlike conduct in the third?
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. I'm not allowed on the field, and I took a couple steps onto the field to try to talk about that it was a fumble, and that's wrong by me. So, guy made the right call.
Was Mike going to give you a review on that play?
I was trying to make sure that we were going to get one.
You didn't know if you were?
I did not know at that time, but he made the right call. I'm not supposed to be off the sideline. Got a little excited.
Ronald, a comment on your team's position in terms of the Pac-10 race and trying to win that division?
Yeah, it's great, knowing that we control our destiny. So, we're looking forward to going to Colorado, and compete, and then, be in the championship game.
Coach, you guys had a great finish after squandering a 22-point lead. Did that even matter, what happened in the middle of that game?
We'll watch the tape, Adam, and see what corrections need to be made. We knew it was going to be a fight. That's a good football team, a very hot football team, and a prideful football team. They're fighting for a Pac-12 title too. I mean, that game really, you took a 2-game lead on the rest of the Pac-12 South, whoever won that game, because you own the tiebreakers with everybody else. And so credit to them. They never gave up. They kept fighting. And then credit our team. They had the opportunity to control their own destiny. Offense had the ball and had a chance to end it, and they went back-to-back drives at the end of the game to end it.
Well, it seemed like the hype coming into the game was all about Khalil Tate, but it seemed like even you and Sam were like afterthoughts, even in your own market. Did that give you guys bulletin board material or put an extra chip on your shoulder?
Nothing more than a chip, just coming out and wanting to win, we hear all the talk, about these guys and things like that, but, we know what we're capable of, when we just go out and execute, we come out victorious.
Jordan, Coach, you both put your thoughts on this one. Did you feel like that the defense got tired maybe in the second half, or did Arizona and Tate just make great adjustments?
I think it's a little bit of all of it. I thought they made some nice adjustments with the misdirection and some of the reverses and the trick plays. All of a sudden they had a couple long drives. They got a stop offensively against us and put the defense back out there and made another drive. So a little bit of all of it. But when it counted, when it was a must-make time to get a stop, those kids rose up and they got the stop and they won the game.
It seems like we ask a variation on this every other week, but what is it with Sam and late in the fourth quarter that he seems to play even better than
He's a kid that always wants the ball in his hands. I can say that about a lot of kids on this team that want the ball in the hands. I can't tell you how hard a throw that is when you're going to your left to lob that ball up to Rojo. That was one. When he threw it and completed it, even I said, I was like, whoa, that was about as big time as you get. That is a very hard throw for a left-handed quarterback, and to drop a dime like that, and then for this one to make that catch, that was probably the biggest play of the game because it was a third down play, that kind of a must-make situation.
Rojo, 98 yards gets called back. Obviously, you still experienced going through the motions of that play, but to have the energy that you had at the end of the game, what do you attribute that to?
Just my team, giving us momentum. John and Jenny coming up making big plays. We knew we had to win this game, in order to take control of the South. So, we want a championship bad, and we're gonna do everything we can to win it.
The last one. Jordan Iosefa, that was his first game down there in that role. Comment on how he did.
I thought he did really well. I thought Clancy put a good game plan together because of the athleticism of the quarterback, basically having Chinna and Jordan out there for the zone read to be able to redirect and get to the quarterback. And I thought both edge players played really well in the game and held their own, especially in the first half. For the first time out there, I thought he did wonderful.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, guys.